Hi everyone, this is Laurie from Lusanjant, and today I'm going to finally show you how I do my wheelies. First of all, a little warning. Remember that when you're practicing your wheelies, especially when you're a beginner, you have to be careful because falling is very easy and sometimes nothing happens, but you can also injure yourself pretty badly, especially your head and your hands. So please be careful, and when you see cool wheelies online, just don't try to do them if you're not sure that you can do them, because sometimes it seems like a little stupid trick, but it's actually very hard. It can end up pretty badly, and I don't want to be responsible for anyone's injuries. Also, there's something that you should remember, is that not everyone can do the same wheelies. Depending if your core, depending on your disability basically, if you have a functional core or not, or a weaker one, you will not be able to do exactly the same things. When your core doesn't work and you do a wheelies, you can't detach your back from the backrest, so your wheelies are limited to that kind of movement. When you have a functional core, you are not always, but most of the time, able to detach your back from the backrest and basically do that. You see, at that point you can lift your wheels much more from the ground, but not everyone can do that. If you don't have a core, don't try to do that, because you can do that and it's going to end up very badly. Now, about how to do wheelies. The first thing I will say is that your biggest goal should be to find your balance. Basically, it's when you get to that point where you can really feel your inner balance and how the wheelchair balances itself. At that point, you don't have to think really anymore about doing your wheelie. You can just do it, because I think your body get used to the movement, and you can just do it by itself. I mean, not like without you wanting to, but you don't have to concentrate on your wheelie anymore. Doing a wheelie just becomes a natural movement. You see, I'm not thinking about my wheelie right now, I'm thinking about what I'm telling you, and I can still do my wheelie, and I don't have to be worried about losing my balance or something like that. Your goal should be to reach that point where you are so relaxed and comfortable in your wheelchair that you can just do it. You don't have to think about it, you can just do it. And this leads me to my next point. I think that your biggest enemies when you're learning wheelies are stress and fear. Fear of falling backwards. You know, that's pretty normal. You're scared to injure yourself, and you're not used to that sudden movement backwards when you try to learn wheelies, so your body is scared to fall, and that makes it harder to hold a wheelie. I personally think, I mean, no one taught me that. That's what I understood by myself, and I hope it's right, but I think that when you're doing your wheelie, you are doing a gentle movement, like a rocking, very smooth movement. You know, when I do my wheelie, I'm not still, but I mean, that's exaggerating a bit, but I'm never completely still. I'm always moving, but I'm moving in a very, very gentle and smooth way. It's never harsh, sudden, stiff. And when you're stressed, your movement will be stiff and harsh and not gentle at all. And this means that your wheelies will be in the same way, because you see, like, if my shoulders are tense and my arms are tense and I try to do a wheelies, my arms are tense right now, this is how it looks. You see, that is not good at all, and that's because my body is tense. When I relax my shoulder, like, really think about the fact that your shoulders have to be relaxed, then it's so much easier. It's just smooth and natural. And that's why I think that the best way to learn wheelies is to learn safely. What I mean by safely is with someone behind you that can catch you, or some people use like a couch or some big pillows, and that's good because when you're learning in a safe way, you're not scared, you know, because you know that you're like less likely to injure yourself. And the less you're scared, the less you're stressed, and the less your body will be stiff, and the more you will be able to explore your full range of movement, because you will be like more relaxed and you will be able to do more with your wheels. So that's like, you know, a circle of consequences. So like, don't feel weak. Some people told me that. Don't feel weak or like you're learning in the easy way by practicing with someone behind you or with a lot of protections, because that's the best way, really. First of all, because like practicing on our floor, that's not a good idea at all. Even myself, I try to avoid for hardest wheelies, because falling on that, oh, that hurts. So don't feel like you are ever taking the easy way. If the easy way is often the best way. Just the goal is not to be the best or the coolest. The goal is to learn in the best way for you, and the easiest way is often the best way. When you're pushing your wheelchair, that's a movement you're doing. You know, that's a full circle, a full movement. When you're doing a wheelie, it's pretty similar. I mean, you do something similar, but your goal is not for your wheelchair to keep wheeling. Your goal is for your front wheels to go up. It means that the movement is going to be much shorter. It's not like a full movement. Look, it's a small movement. And it's going to be also like you're going to fix your hand on the handrail. You know, when you push your wheelchair, you usually slide your hand a little bit. When you're doing a wheelie, you fix your hand and you push up. Really think that your goal is to go up. Now, let me show you a full wheelie and also a wheelie in slow motion. Maybe, I think it's going to help a bit to show you very slowly. But like when I do my wheelie, I showed you how I do the movement from closer. And now that's like, it looks like that. See, you need to lift your wheels from the back, and like from there, I do that. That's when you don't have a core. When you have a core, it looks like that. When you have a core, when you're practicing your wheelies with a core, your goal is going to be to bring your chest as close as possible to your knees. Sorry, I have a zoom. So I hope that this is going to be helpful for you and that it's going to be easier for you to practice your wheelies from now on. But just understand that this is not some kind of professionally approved method on how to learn wheelies. This is just my personal experience and what I think I understood from practicing wheelies for 5 years. But there are no really like approved methods on how to learn wheelies, and there are no classes. So that's just my take, and I hope it's going to be good for you too. If you have questions, just ask them here or on Instagram as well. I answer on both. And well, see you soon for a new video. That was so smooth.